Okay, we're gonna kick this off with someone who you might know as Hilaria Baldwin. She calls herself Hilaria Baldwin. She recently revealed that she gave her husband, Alec Baldwin, an ultimatum in the early days of them dating. If his daughter, Ireland, didn't like her, she would not stay in the relationship with him, okay? Now, they proceeded to marry. They now have 7 children together. It's all worked out clearly. So, Luann, could you actually stay with someone if their kids didn't like you?
I think that's a really red flag, right? When your kids don't like somebody, and it actually happened to me.
Oh, say.
Yeah, the second husband, Tom. Whoopsie, you know, even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes, I like to say. But, you know, my kids knew it, and my son kind of knew it, and, but, you know, love is blind. And I went along my merry way in any case, but they really didn't like him. And I should have heeded, you know, that fact that, you know, that
they didn't like him.
That means something.
How old were they at that time? Just curious.
Well, they were grown, like, it was 10 years ago, so they were like, was it 10 years ago? Jesus, when did I divorce Tom? 2017. 8 years ago, so yeah, they were in their early 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they were adults. They were adults. It's
Now,
not
was
like
there a reason why you didn't kind of take their advice at the time?
I was in love. And he was great in bed, what can I tell you?
Taylor Swift has a word for that.
You know.
Taylor Swift's word for that is upmatized.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've been in a long-term relationship for 24 years-ish, and, oh, thanks, guys. But if I was single and I met somebody who had children, I have this naive assumption that all kids like me, of any age, that they would no matter what. But I recognize that that might not be the case, and I think it just depends on the timing of things. It depends on also the way that the relationship ended. My sister had a separation when her daughter was around 3, and initially it was a bit contentious, but then it became very amicable. And by the time she was almost like 12, 13, that's when they started dating other people. And by that point in time, I think she'd been so used to them not being together, it was nothing but like, oh, daddy's in love and mommy's in, like, I think that factors into it as well. You've got to be pay attention to timing.
Age is a big thing.
Yeah.
Age is a big thing, and also, okay, so I've been in this situation, and what I learned from it is, you know,
So you dated someone who had
I
kids.
dated someone who had children, and their child was not really happy about them dating.
Yeah.
And I kind of took it personally in the beginning, but then when we started dating, I realized there was a bigger issue here, and I think it's something that parents need to think about. When you get divorced, you guys have reconciled the reason why you're not together, and maybe you've told your child, listen, mommy's gonna live here, daddy's gonna live here, you'll still see us, but have you explained to your kids why you're not together? Because for me, I realized that little girl was very upset because she didn't understand the why. So anybody who came into her parents' life was gonna be met with resistance because in her mind, she's like, I don't know why these two people just can't get together when mommy and daddy aren't together. And I think if they had explained that to her, I think it would have been a easier transition for her because she'd be like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
This is the reason why, so I have to prepare myself, or their parents should have prepared them, prepared her, sorry.
Did you pull yourself out of that relationship?
Oh, honey, pull myself out immediately. But I'll be honest with you.
Eject.
I'm not interested in dating someone whose child doesn't like me or anybody in their immediate family because family is such a huge part of your life that if I don't get along with your family, I don't want you to have to make a choice because that's what it's going to come down to. It's me or them. I'm not putting anybody in that position.
And you know what else? I think 100%.
Never.
And it's not just choice, which is going to come down to it. There's going to be a fork in the road at some point in this relationship. But it's also, I think, when we think about, at least when I think about kids of divorced parents, it's going to be about their mental health. And these people, it is incumbent on you, I would think, I haven't been in this situation, but to model what a healthy separation would look like, which includes taking everybody's feelings into account and the mental health of those children. Because, you know, Hilaria also said in this article that she also said, if your daughter doesn't like me, I'm not going to date you. But she also said, you must also never speak ill or badly about your daughter's mother, Kim Basinger.
Right.
Because she said, I won't accept that either.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, why that's, I think she pushed his game higher to say, listen, this is not just about you and me. This is about the mental health of your children. You know how much money you could save them in therapy in the future?
Yeah.
If you just be an adult?
Right.
Yep.
It's harder.
So he went on to have 7 more.
And then you have
That's right. That is correct.
7 more.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.